Well, it looks like I am live. Hey, Mark. Hey, Patsy. Hey, everybody who's here. I'm glad to see you all. Um, Thank you all for coming. So we're still gathering. We're making small talk. I'm working on a hat, which, not surprisingly, is blue. Since they extended the deadline for Hat Not Hate submissions, I've been making a few more. And actually, in doing this, I'm testing a pattern for someone else. And actually, it's going to be a nice one when it gets published. But I can't tell you about it now. Hello, Regina. Hello, Frenchie. Hello, Katrina. Wow, everybody's here. So, yep. What's everybody up to? What's on your hook? What's in your cup? What's for dinner? I am officially a senior citizen because we went to Hey Spring. We went to Hey Joyce. Hey Melissa. I'm officially a senior citizen because we went to an early bird special for dinner. I've already had dinner. It's only 6 o'clock. I am so old. Hey Jen, did I miss anybody? Thank you, Katrina, for reminding people to hit the thumbs up. Thumbs up are good things. Hey, Inherited Stitches. Hey, Jenny. I hope I haven't missed anybody. I hate to miss people because sometimes they get hurt when I miss them, and I never mean to neglect anybody, but sometimes it's hard. Okay, let's see. No, Jen, we didn't ask for the senior discount. I'm only 58, but I feel like I'm a senior citizen. Although I think I was 51 the first time I got a senior discount that I didn't ask for, but the counter girl looked like she was 12. So, hey, Michelle. Hey, Chris. Hey, Barbara. Barbara's the nut in front of all the squirrels. Hey, Julie. Hey, Leanne. Okay, anyway, yeah, so I'm old, but you know what? It was pretty darn good, too. We went to this nearby seafood restaurant. Yeah, Jenny, I don't keep up with it so much, and Inherited Stitches, actually, I think I was 50 when I started getting AARP mail. I did join for a while. I should join again. I'm still getting their magazine because I wouldn't mind having the discount. I mean, it's not any more than you would get from AAA or anything else, but still. Oh, wow, Julie, I am so glad that it makes you happy. I used to work in the printing industry, and so it was like database-driven printing, so basically I worked on those programs that would send out those AARP mailers to people. Anybody who appeared in some kind of eligible database. And who knows how they wound up in those databases. So, hey Crafty, hey, yeah, Angela, hey Proverbs. Wow, the whole gang is here today. We're going to have some fun, aren't we? So we don't have a topic because this is our Wednesday free-for-all. Did want to say one thing, though. The other day, I inadvertently hurt somebody's feelings by trying to be funny. I did not mean to do so. She and I have made it up. Everything's fine. But if I ever say something that comes across as insensitive, let me know, and I will try to make it right. Because sometimes I do that. But hey, Maribel. Hey, Heather. So, if I ever say anything that bothers you, just let me know. Because I don't like to hurt people. I want to be all about compassion and consideration and stuff. So, what else is going on? Let's look at the next week. Okay, today is Wednesday Free for All. Thursdays, lately. Oh, hey, Gwen Elsa. I'm glad to see you. Let's see. Thursdays, I don't by habit post anything, but sometimes I do. So you never know. Fridays, I post whatever I feel like doing. Last Friday it was a vlog. Sometimes it's like a spontaneous live. Sometimes, hey Gina. Sometimes it's an interview that doesn't fit with my Monday man. Saturdays, I was doing shout out Saturdays. They're on hiatus for August. Sundays, I always do poetry readings. Those are pre-recorded. Mondays, I always have my interviews with men. Those are pre-recorded. Another thing, by the way, Patreon members get early access to some of my scheduled videos. So the Monday Men video that is scheduled for this coming Monday is available to my Patreon members. It's also available to my YouTube members because I now have, hey Ruby, hey Dana, I now also have membership levels on YouTube as well as Patreon. I have not yet figured out how to make early access to videos apply to both. So if you are a YouTube member but not a Patreon member, message me and I will send you the link to this video where members get early access. Otherwise, let's see what else is going on. So this weekend, I get to meet Granny D. I'm really excited about that. Hey, Sharon. I'm going up to my old college where there's an alumni event going on. Honestly, it is a unveiling of a portrait of a professor who was amazingly instrumental in my formative years. So it's very important to me to be there. And so I'm going up there, and I'm going to meet Granny D. I'm going to see Ezra again, and anybody else that Granny D and Ezra can drag along. It will be fun. And I'm also going to see a lot of my old college friends, too. So it will be fun. And I hope to vlog that trip. I'm new to vlogging. I've only done one vlog to this point, but it turned out okay. So that's what's going on with me this weekend. Okay, let me invite people up. Okay, here's the link if anybody wants to come up and join me. Oh, hey, Granny. A lot of people have been coming over. Hey, Patsy. Oh, Leanne, I was just saying, if you are a member of my YouTube membership program, but not on Patreon, which does not apply to you, then you should email me. But anybody who is on Patreon has early access to Monday's Monday Men video. Who is on Patreon has early access to Monday's Monday Men
okay, is my camera dirty?
video. Who is on Patreon has early access to Monday's Monday Men
okay, is my camera dirty?
video.
Sorry.
Okay, is the echo off now?
Yeah. Keep forgetting my
Hey,
YouTube
Kenny.
tab.
Hey, David.
Hey,
Hey,
Kitty.
glad to see
Hey,
you.
Yeah, it's good to be up here on panel with you. Can you kind of space us out a little bit there, David?
You mean like this?
Yeah, there we
There
go.
It's feeling a little crap. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, let's see.
Hey,
I mean, I could do worse than being stuck between you two, but you know.
Yeah, you could do worse. So, hi. So what's new with you, Kenny? I haven't talked to you in a while.
Not much. I just got off of a live stream a few minutes ago called Fit for Expedition. And he is an awesome channel to check out if anybody's interested in watching him build out a box
Hey, Patsy.
a box trailer vehicle type, and he is he lives in Arizona, so he's working on building it out and trying to work on heading out.
Well, it sounds pretty interesting.
Heading out on the road and stuff, go full time, kind of like nomad life.
I don't believe I know Nomad Life, but I've seen several different channels from people who live in vans or in RVs or even in their cars and just travel around. I'm a little old to do that.
Hey, baby.
Hi.
Hey,
Leanne.
How are y'all?
Good.
Huh?
I said good.
Okay.
We're having some fun now.
All right then. Hi, Chris. Oh, Lord me.
Well, I'd love it if Chris would ever come up here on one of my lives. But no.
I've seen him on Coco's. And
yeah. Clearly he likes Coco more than he likes me.
Everybody likes Coco.
More than they like me. Yeah, of course.
Oh.
No.
Anyway.
I
No, I'm joking.
I love everybody exactly the same, but you know, just different on an even level.
That was an interesting save.
Hi, Patsy.
Hey.
Hey, Patsy.
Hey. Oh, man.
Oh, Melanie's... I know Melanie's husband was injured. Has something else happened to Melanie?
Her husband passed away.
Melanie's husband?
I refuse to believe it. I just can't process that in my mind. I can't. I found out this morning.
Now, I knew that her husband had a bad fall and was injured. Oh, hey, Andrea.
I'm guessing it has nothing to do with that. It has to be something else. Because the latest news was Saturday morning. He was fine. He didn't need surgery. They were joking about the brace they were going to get that was going to make him look like a Ninja Turtle. And that was on our live Saturday morning.
Yeah, I was there for part of it. So.
And her live Saturday evening, she had a live like normal, so he must have been fine then too.
I did not know that. I mean, oh my goodness. I mean, oh gosh.
I can't accept it. Like it's just not like like in my mind it has to be wrong. We saw it on her Facebook. And you know, it's her picture and it's, you know, it says that she's a crocheter and an animal lover and everything matches, but in my head I can't accept it.
I will have to look at her Facebook and see
like her personal
announcement.
Facebook, Melanie Miller, not her Hook to the Left Facebook.
Okay.
There's nothing there.
Wow. That is so wild. I mean, sometimes there are complications when somebody gets injured, like a blood clot or something. So it is conceivable, but it is so surprising.
But no, he went to the doctors. They thought that he had like a compressed vertebrae, but
Yeah, because he had a bad fall on like ice or something, or on their front steps.
Yeah, the front step were moldy. I think it was the last Saturday or the Saturday before that she told the story.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact conditions because I came to her live late on Saturday. I think I had to go out and run some errands and then came back. But yeah, that is so surprising. Oh, how awful for her.
I don't know. I don't know if it's related to that because as of Saturday,
yeah,
he did not need surgery. He just needed a brace.
Yeah, Granny, it is hooked to the left Melanie that we're talking about. So,
that's incredibly young, like younger than me.
People die younger than us. I mean, someone I used to work with had a friend who died in his 30s. He just collapsed on the subway of a brain aneurysm. In his 30s, left a wife and young children. So, things happen. And then, of course, there are like accidents and all sorts of unpredictable things. Yeah. Not to mention illness like we've seen in the past couple of years. So, and that can be totally unpredictable.
It's been an unreal week. Like since the beginning of last weekend, we've had one fatal accident, one critically injured. We have Donna, and now we have Melanie's husband. Just in
is Donna Noodly Bits?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, who was the fatal accident then?
I don't remember who. That was not someone I knew, but it's in the Yarny circle.
Yeah.
Someone's
Hey,
daughter.
Roya and Becky. I know that Marie Chavez had a car accident that was also severe, but she was yesterday. She was in my live briefly, saying that she was just there for a few minutes, but wanted to say hi, and she was on the mend.
And there was another one who someone's daughter was killed.
Yeah,
I forgot who.
God, it's all happening. Wow, right? It seems like so much right now.
And I just cannot accept this one. I can't accept it. I don't believe it. It's a mistake. In a couple of days, she's going to be on our live Saturday, and it was a huge mistake. And I can't accept it.
I know. Granny D has just stepped out of the room. Maybe she's going to confirm it. I don't know. Because they have a teenage daughter too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to place her. I got to think.
You would know her if you saw her. She's lots of fun.
I mean,
she has. Sorry.
There's just so many, and so many lives.
She's one of the yarn hookers.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's her right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as of this morning, Ginger didn't know.
She
did her live as normal this morning, so there's no way she knew at that point.
Yeah, I saw their live this morning, and they would have mentioned it.
Yeah.
You knew
hey, Ingrid.
I heard it from Petra.
Hey, Lisa.
They would have mentioned. Hey, Ingrid and Lisa.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, Proverbs Yarn. Yarn.
This is what she posted on her husband's Facebook.
That their Proverbs put it.
Oh.
She just copied what she put on her husband's Facebook.
Oh, wow. This weekend, though.
So it would have been either during Saturday night or Sunday, because he was fine Saturday evening, obviously.
It must have been Sunday.
Yeah, it would have had to have happened on Sunday, or I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh, I don't understand. Everything is happening so fast.
It's just so much so fast. I can't accept it. It's just not going in my head. It's
It's
just not.
too hard to comprehend.
It
It's taking
is, but sometimes you have to, and
yeah, it is.
sometimes life is like that, and
Yeah,
They say it
gosh.
comes in three, but now we have four. So what? You know.
I don't know.
Well, any kind of a saying like that, you can find a way to make it true in your mind.
Hmm.
Oh, hey, Ezra.
Oh, hi, Ezra.
Hey, Ezra.
I was telling people that I'm going to see you again this weekend.
The other was Donna's niece and her baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that I didn't know.
That was the other wreck, wasn't it? I mean, she
Yeah.
was in an accident. I seen her on is it Facebook? I seen her.
Probably,
I think it was.
Hey, Karen McMillan. Wow, this is so sad.
That's
yeah, it's terrible.
I don't know what to say.
That's why I always tell my kids, you always say I love you because you never know.
It's so
You just
I think that's a good idea.
treat
It is.
people kindly, just, and
And you never go to bed mad.
no.
Never.
And my husband and I are like that too. If we
Yeah.
have a little tiff, we always talk about it before we go to bed because you just don't know.
That's right.
You don't. Because if you go to bed angry and then the person passes away, you have that grudge against yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I would have talked to him or her. I wish we would have. You'd feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of years ago, that happened to my cousin. She went to bed, and I don't know. I don't think there was any kind of an argument or anything. She just went to bed, left her husband like in the TV room and in the lazy boy, and the next morning she found him there dead.
Yeah.
Yep. Same.
Yeah. You never know.
So, you gotta live life.
Yep.
And that's not always easy. Well, I don't know. All my life I was taught to live life in fear, and so I'm trying to get past that now.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Hard.
yeah, it is. It is. So, you just gotta live.
Yeah, exactly. Live each day like it's your last because it could be. Yeah.
But, on the positive side, one of my non-Yarny YouTube friends announced today that he and his wife are having a baby.
Oh.
And so that's exciting. And so I thought I might make something babyish out of this yarn. What do you think of the color? Because they don't know the sex yet.
That's
Okay.
beautiful.
Yeah, I think I got this from Granny Square, because it was from Hobby Lobby when they had one of their clearance sales.
Oh yeah.
So I have two of these. So I can't decide whether to make like an infant cocoon type of thing, or an infant onesie, or a baby blanket, because I can make baby blankets in my sleep. I'm sorry, what was that?
What's the fiber? What is it?
I think it's 100% acrylic.
As if it was cotton, I would have suggested a hooded blanket, a hooded towel. A cute little hooded towel, 100% cotton, but not with acrylic.
Wow, Gene.
Oh no, it's 80% acrylic, 20% nylon. So it's going to be washable. So it's perfect for like a onesie or a blanket.
Mm.
And I think I've got enough to make a blanket and maybe an infant hat.
Yeah.
Robert, don't. Oh my God.
What?
Robert, my first husband went to take his friend to the airport, and a few hours later, the police showed up saying he had been shot 8 times.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, Leo.
He was
my
carjacked in New York City.
Wow.
That happens.
my
Actually,
Lord.
I had a friend who was carjacked in Florida, but he escaped just with getting beat a little bit. But
Oh my word! Getting beat, though. I mean, that's awful too. Oh.
mm, someone I knew in college, was never really friends with, but we knew each other. I heard that he was like murdered in the parking lot of a gay bar in Charlotte. This was a number of years ago, but that still happens too.
Oh yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, at least today they recognize it as a hate crime.
Yep.
And the sentence is worse. So
Back in those days, they were just beginning to use that language, and I don't think they would have used it in Charlotte. I don't even know if they ever caught whoever did it. I don't know many of the specifics. Proverbs, wow, how hard that was.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Ruby says her daughter is using 2 baby blankets that she made 40 years ago.
Wow.
oh wow.
So a blanket it is, and I can make baby blankets in my sleep, honestly. I can be pretty compulsive about baby blankets from time to time. Oh, God. Let's talk about puppies.
Yeah, puppies. Pretty
Puppies.
puppies.
They're
Fuzzy
real
puppies.
pretty. Puppies can be funny.
I love puppies. Now, people have been asking about, I did post something about a potential bearded yarn pup. We applied for adoption for this one rescue dog, a 10-year-old Cocker Spaniel. He is still undergoing heartworm treatment, so he has to stay with his foster.
Right.
And we have, we know that there are other people who are applying for him. Divergent, what do you mean by swaddle blankets? Do you mean like where it's like a blanket cocoon for a baby?
I think that's what
Yeah,
it
it's
is. Yeah.
the tiny ones that are like 24 by 24 or something.
Yeah. I was actually looking at a tutorial by Crystal Bagaday this afternoon to see if that would work. I remember Jenny mentioned Matthew Shepard, and I remember that. Oh God, that was so hard.
Hey, Karen.
Hey, Mark. Hey, Karen. Oh, for people who are new or who are just coming in, we're talking about sadness that has happened to some of our community. But trying to cheer ourselves up as well. So anyway, with this dog, we don't know when he's done with the treatment that he will be that we will get him. Oh, Julie, this is the yarn I was showing.
It is gorgeous.
It's the color is called Coral Rodeo.
Whoa.
And it can go for both girl or boy too.
Well, any color can go for both girl or boy.
Yeah,
I get a little ornery about that issue.
You're
But
true. Yeah.
I like that color, though. I really do.
it is a great color.
It is.
It's very orange. It's not quite as bright as something you would call tangerine, but it's really nice though.
Right.
Yeah.
Did I miss something that Ingrid said?
I'm sorry, I hadn't been looking.
Oh, because somebody.
Okay, let me look here.
Oh, I'm scrolling. Okay.
I don't. Oh, she said was like that with my husband when he stayed on the farm 4 in the afternoon. He came in for a coffee at 6. He passed away. He suffocated in 2 hours' time. My sons and my life changed forever.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I saw a story late last night. In the middle of the night, I will lie in bed looking at my phone for all that stuff. and I saw a story about somebody who was present in his brother's house when his brother committed suicide. He had just walked in because they had that kind of open door kind of relationship together. So he walked in, he made himself some food, he figured his brother was sleeping or something else, and then 10 minutes later he heard a gunshot.
Oh, no. Oh my goodness. Oh.
That would be devastating.
It would.
Like,
Yeah.
wow.
Puppies.
Puppies.
Fuzzy puppies, David.
Puppies, puppies, puppies.
Puppies, puppies.
Okay, anyway. And babies too, because he's not in the yarn community at all. His name is Mr. H and Friends. He's a British guy who does reaction videos to American videos. Mm-hmm. And he's fascinated by American culture and stuff. So it's always fun to watch him. And he has a huge American following. So I'm actually I just recently found him, but I'm going to send him something anyway. I don't care. Avery is singing Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. Avery is Granny Square's 2.5-year-old granddaughter. Last week when we went up to meet Ezra. I think it was on the way back we were singing. And so, she asked me to sing on going, Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong, we are weak, but he is strong. And then I said, what comes next? And she went, Itsy bitsy spider goes up.
Oh, that's cute.
Hi, Avery.
That was a wonderful thing.
Bob.
Oh wow, Jenny, that is crazy.
What was Jenny saying?
Some lady.
Oh yeah, Granny D, always room for you. Yeah, I'm sorry.
9 babies all at once, and they're all healthy.
Oh.
Wow.
Naturally conceived, not artificially. 9 at once?
I couldn't handle that, though.
Ouch.
Well, yeah, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But even more ouch after they're out and you have to take care of them.
I know. Yeah. I couldn't handle it. My nerves be shot.
Wow.
Ouch to your wallet.
My 2 alive, so, you know.
Ouch to Christmas and birthdays. And
they're 6 years apart.
Oh, Barbara says she sent pictures of her puppy to me. Thank you, Barbara. Granny Square says that Avery is now singing Itsy Bitsy Spider. That is amazing. And if you saw my vlog last Friday, I posted it. You could see Avery. She is so darn cute.
She is. I've seen a picture of y'all.
Well, yes, I also posted a picture on Instagram.
Maybe it was on Instagram I was on. I don't remember where it was.
Hey, there's Granny D. I think.
Where is she?
There you are. Hi. Yay!
Granny D.
Hello. I'm not echoing, am I?
No.
I don't think so.
Thanks.
Excellent. Yeah.
Let me make sure.
So.
Yep.
So the other day, I popped over to see Granny Square at work, and took her this hat I had made out of some beautiful yarn she had been gifted but didn't know what to do with. So she said, "Here, make something," and I did. She still owes me a picture of it. But anyway, she gave me some stuff to take to you and Ezra, Granny.
Yeah, and I've got bags made up for you, Ezra, and Andrea.
And I'm working on something for you, definitely.
You don't have to. I had stuff here.
Oh, I just wanted to. I don't have time to do something for Ezra, but I can do it. I can send it.
Ezra is still planning on coming, right?
As far as I know, hey Regina, I didn't see you come in. What is Divergent saying?
Regina.
Hey Jules, hey everybody in the
Okay.
panel and in the chat.
Okay. Divergent said something about her mother-in-law's passing. I'm not sure I caught the whole story. Divergent, was that recent or a while ago? You know, I recently, through Facebook, renewed contact with a cousin of mine. His dad was my dad's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Nadine. And my dad died in 2014, and his dad died just last year. And my cousin was saying that he was probably the last one to have a coherent conversation with him. And he stepped away for a minute, and when he came back, he found his dad having a conversation with my dad.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Puppies.
Puppies.
I need puppies.
Yeah.
I tell you, there's been so much sad and bad and traumatic news lately. We need puppies.
Yes.
So,
I wish you were my puppy, but she's snoring over here.
snoring puppies are even better.
Until my live was ending, that I was on Top Chat. So if I missed a bunch of comments,
Oh, I hate
I'm
that.
blaming it on.
It knocks me back every time. It knocks me on that Top Chat stuff.
That seems to be the default setting, and
the Top Chat, you have to change it.
Yeah, you do.
And for some reason on my Chromebook, live chat, the words live chat don't even show up. It's just black down below there. So I just click and hope that it comes up.
Yeah.
I understand what Top Chat is.
And yeah, and when you're running a live stream, it's really hard to keep up with everyone, and it's sort of unrealistic to think that you can.
At the top and show things and all that stuff. Yeah, you can't stay right on top.
So, Granny Square says that she and Avery had bacon for dinner. That sounds like a great dinner.
Bacon is always a good idea. Bacon and puppies.
Oh,
yeah. A great combination, although I wouldn't call them both edible. But Andrea, we went to something fishy.
The bacon.
Yeah.
I was saying at the top of the hour that I'm officially old because we went to an early bird dinner at Something Fishy, which is a nearby seafood restaurant.
Our local senior breakfast special starts at $50. But like I say, I'm not going to complain about a $1.99 all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet.
You could do worse, yeah. Hey, Kelly, welcome in.
Muddy puppy.
Puppies. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, look.
Oh.
He's playing the piano. Oh my God, what could be better?
Just pulled up a random YouTube video.
That's cute.
Oh yeah, it's never a bad time for puppies.
Those were 3 little English bulldogs on a little baby slide.
Those are cute.
There is a local guy who has a YouTube channel for his bulldog, and the bulldog is called Reuben. And it's just totally cute. He's like big and stubborn, like a bulldog is, but so cute.
Aw.
I recently found one of my pajama shirts. It's little French bulldogs with little berets on them. Pardon my Frenchie. It alive at some point.
I think that's cute.
Pardon my Frenchie. I love it.
Oh, so I started talking about the dog we applied for.
Yeah.
We do not know whether we are going to get him. He's still undergoing the heartworm treatment. He's still staying with his foster. And we know that other people applied for him. But I've been hunting the websites, and there are others. Well, there's never a shortage of dogs who would need us.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a Beagle Basset mix that I found yesterday.
Oh. Those
Yeah, Katrina responded to that.
Ooh, I like those puppies.
Oh, yeah. And
Terriers are adorable, but they mess up your lawn something bad.
what we ought to do is get a sheep for our backyard. Or a goat or something.
Look here. Can y'all see that?
Aww.
Can you see her?
Oh yeah. Is that your granddaughter?
Yeah.
Oh cute.
So cute.
Oh,
Yeah.
how old is she now?
1 month.
Just a month.
Month.
Wow. Is she your first?
She is my first grandchild biologically. Now we've got 3 grandsons on my husband does. And here he is.
I'll be right back.
Show you him.
Ruby has the right idea. She said
He's
there are so many dogs that need homes. Adopt, don't shop. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, if you have a high kill shelter in your area, that would be the best place to go.
Definitely.
He's 4 months old. We're supposed to be going to see him next month in Michigan. My very first time to that state.
Oh, lovely. Oh, you've never been to Michigan?
Nope.
I used to go there all the time for work. It's nice.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends upon what part of Michigan. I preferred. I was in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I preferred when I was going to Madison, Wisconsin, because Madison is a university town. It's also the capital of Wisconsin, and they have so many amazing restaurants there.
I think he lives close to Detroit. That's the major city he lives close to.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, thank you all. But yeah, we're gonna go to Tennessee first, so my husband can see the granddaughter.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, go to Michigan.
Oh, Kelly has a new granddaughter in Michigan too, whom she has not yet seen.
Oh.
Lisa, the Grammy scattered all the way. I didn't welcome you in, but I'm glad you're here. She grew up in Saginaw County.
Oh, where that?
See, now I spent a good part of my childhood in Minnesota, and I spent a little bit of my college time in Indiana, and then I spent 27 years of my adult life in the New York tri-state area. So you might call me a damn Yankee, but but my roots are here in Southeast North Carolina. So
Macabre or Maycap, I can't say it. It's MACOBMB.
Macomb?
Yep, Michigan. That's where we're gonna go. That's where he lives. So
okay.
I know it's close to Detroit.
Oh, okay. Kenny just left us. Bye, bye, Kenny. I'm sorry I didn't.
He missed so
catch you when you were leaving, but yes, Mark, Minnesota is beautiful, and yes, in the wintertime, if you dress for it.
So that's one. Do you think it'd be cool there?
Sir, in Michigan, what time of year?
I don't know. That's fun.
This month?
Next month.
Next month, September.
Check the weather.
You might take a light jacket for evenings, just to be sure, or a sweater. You could make a sweater.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
I'm working on
you'll
at
have my
least
shawl
one
by
sweater.
then.
Yeah, I've got shawls. I got me a big shawl I made with Lion Brand Medela roving.
I love Lion Brand Mandala.
Yeah, I got the roving, and I controlled the color, and it's yeah, I made it a triangular.
When I use it, I don't do color control. I just let the colors fall where they may, and I like that random effect.
Yeah, I did that one time, and it's the granny triangular. I did that one time.
Hey, Laura Lee, glad to see you.
But I like it. Which I like my shawls big anyway. I want them to wrap around me.
So Roy and Becky say it's chilly at night here in northern Indiana.
Oh.
So yeah, you will. So a jacket for evenings would probably be good. It'll probably still be rather warm in the daytime.
This morning here it was 69.
It's been lovely here today.
Yeah.
It's like
a little
79
rainy.
was the predicted high, and it's been a lovely breeze all day.
I think that was our high today, 79.
It's extremely comfortable sitting out here.
I don't know what our temperature readings were today, but it's been rainy the past couple of days here and not terribly hot.
You need a sweater in Arkansas.
In Arkansas, yeah, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Nana doesn't like to color control. Ruby did color control on a baby sweater.
I think to me that's the whole point of the cake. You know, the stuff just
anything that is self-striping, I let it do what it wants to do. Now, Divergent is asking about planned pooling. I have never tried it. I have seen patterns or kits
and failed many a time.
See, this is
that looks nice.
This is the one I color control. That's the only one. I usually don't do the color control, but this is the only one I did.
Let's see.
It's that Leanne. Yes.
It worked out wonderfully with mine, like the shawl that you're gonna get. The shawl in the cake.
Mm-hmm.
It only starts breaking in a row, like towards the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the outside, the border that I did was like you can barely see it because I got into the really, really light color of the cake. But it just makes the border shiny more than anything counts. But I control it, and it worked out almost perfectly.
I know, it's like magic when it does that.
This is something that I'm working on right now. Don't look at this, Granny D.
I love that. Look at that.
But this is Lion Brand Mandala, and I'm just letting the colors go where they go. So,
which I just let it, I mean, I don't know why I did that.
Ruby says that with the baby sweater self-striping, the baby sweater is going to be so small that it's you really do need to color control. I would agree. Hey, Nancy. And when I do a hat pattern or something that is small, I always say that if you're going to use something that is self-striping, make sure it's something where the color changes quickly and doesn't take a day and a half to change like a Lion Brand Mandala does.
Yeah. Well, I was been wanting the roving. I don't know why they call it roving.
Because it's roving style. It's not plaid.
Oh, okay.
I'm not all that crazy about roving yarn.
I love roving. A lot of roving goes thick to thin.
Hey, Froggy.
Hi, Froggy. This is Cinnabar. I've been wanting this color for ages.
I've got it in tartan.
Roy and Becky are asking, how old is the art of crocheting? I think that actually the person to ask would be Kim, Affordably Crafty, because she loves that kind of historically geeky stuff.
Well,
And
yeah,
another
that's
one
her
would be
Reggie.
Bitch and
field
Stitches
of
Kate.
study.
Yeah, she studied cultural anthropology. But if I
I
understand
think knitting is
correctly,
the oldest.
knitting is much older. You see
Yeah.
knitting in, you know,
The Egyptian
ancient
hieroglyphics.
times, yeah. But crochet, if I understand correctly, it evolved from fishermen weaving their nets. And I think it really only became a home craft perhaps in the mid to late 19th century. I could be completely wrong about that. I might be just talking off the top of my head, and there's nothing on the top of my head, believe me. So I might be completely wrong. Hey, Dayan. Hey, Bailey.
Hi, Dion.
Let's see.
Oh, there you are.
Froggy, do you have any update on the status of Noodly Bits? Hey, Melissa. Oh, wow, Melissa has a lot of information here. Nun's work or nun's lace. I did not know that.
Oh.
Okay, now I'm going to have to call up Google and Wikipedia because they are, of course, the authoritative sources on everything.
Right.
So, oh, Bailey did her first live today. Oh, I'm sorry I missed it.
Yeah, I watched.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's see. Anything else I missed in the chat? Let's see. If I have not said your name, please do not think that I mean anything because it's hard. Okay, so Noodly Bits is still in hospice and unconscious. Okay.
So terrible.
Oh gosh, we've spent so much of today talking about the sadness in our community, and there is a lot of sadness in our community this week. Oh, Bailey, we all goof up on lives. Have you seen mine lately? Or have you seen mine ever?
Yeah,
That's
mine
part
too.
of the charm of lives.
Yeah, it's part of the fun.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Dan put her first video up today. Oh my gosh, you opened, you did a box opening? What did you win? I haven't done an unboxing in a long time. Largely because I haven't ordered anything in a long time because... Oh, hey, AJ! Glad to see you!
Hey, Jay.
Hi.
Okay, let me put the link in the chat again because I haven't done it in a while. If anybody wants to come up, hint, hint, AJ. Police involvement? I heard a story where somebody who was doing, who does like cosmetic and beauty YouTube, was doing a live stream and she had all kinds of like cream and all sorts of things all over her face. And the police showed up at her door because somebody had made an erroneous emergency call thinking there was something wrong at her house. So she had to interrupt her live stream, go and answer the door for the police with all this goop all over her face. So I'm sure it was not fun in the moment, but I think she really enjoyed retelling the story.
Jules was talking about, I was outside one time. Well, I think it was it on Mother's Day? Seems like it was. It was just a nice day on a Sunday, and I was going to do my live out here.
Hey,
And
J Bug.
everything was going well, and then I get a call from the police station that somebody had that there was an emergency call from my number, and I thought I had muted the sound so nobody was hearing this, and of course I didn't. What I did didn't mute it, so everybody was hearing it, and I had it on speakerphone. So they called up my address and my phone number and everything.
More than once, yeah. More than once I've had that experience.
Anyway, I was thinking it was some prank or something, but I was like, how could anybody do what it turned out to be? I figured it out. I've got this drink holder in this lawn chair here, and I had my phone in it, and the things that you press, the on button and the volume button, both got pressed, which is what you do for either to cut it off or if you leave it on
for an emergency call.
The emergency, the 911 thing. That's what it was.
More than once I have done that accidentally when I was trying to set up my phone to record a tutorial, and I would accidentally call 911, and I could catch it in time, but more than once I have gotten calls from them saying, okay, did you call 911 from this number? And then I would have to explain it to them. I'm sure it's not the first time they've heard that story because of the way that cell phones work.
Because I was helping my daughter making a video with her phone, and I accidentally did that, and I didn't touch anything. Deal with it. I didn't touch anything. I basically threw the phone at her. Like, it wasn't me.
Bailey is asking whether you butt called 911.
No, my cup holder did.
No. Actually, the area code here is 910. And a number of years ago, when I was still in New York, I started to dial. I started to call my mother when she was still with us, and accidentally dialed 911. Hung up immediately, then dialed the correct number. But then I started getting these phone calls that, there was going to be, what do they call it when they interrupt one call for another? But I finally had to take one and tell them, oh, no, this is what happened. I did it by accident. This is my mother's area code. And so, because they said if I had not answered one more time, they would have sent the police there.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So it's best to just phone up immediately.
Well, I didn't realize that would happen. I thought that since I canceled the call right away, that it wouldn't register, but it did.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. Now, also, I have heard on, once again in the middle of the night when I should be sleeping, but I'm focused on my phone, I've heard like these recordings of 911 calls that are, in retrospect, really funny. Not hoaxes, but just stupid people. So that, after the fact, they're funny. In the moment, they're not. But you know how that goes.
Yeah.
So.
Are you knitting or
Julie said the other night, it's like don't do anything that you might have explained to a paramedic.
Well, I always heard never do anything, especially online, that you would not want to explain to a judge, your manager, or your mother.
Yeah.
Hot spring.
Now, Spring says she changed the settings on her phone I have to look into that because I'm often going into the settings on my phone. By the way, this is my current phone case because I love purple. I just
Ooh.
ordered one from the ASPCA that's going to have ASPCA language on it.
Nice.
And
Mm-hmm.
I also ordered a tote bag from them. I'm sorry?
Said you love purple, you're gonna love my nails, but they're showing us blue on the screen.
Well, I like blue too.
Yeah,
Bye-bye, Roy and Becky.
it's like
Thank you
the
for joining
purplest
us.
purple that ever purpled, and yet my bracelet and my Fitbit are true to color. I don't
Okay,
understand
yeah. Now, the Fitbit looks purple, but the bracelet still looks blue
that. Yeah, maybe.
on this side.
I haven't done my right hand yet.
But
It's
yeah.
behind the gram. It's behind the gram. It's like the pretty model fingers and the ones that don't show.
A lot of guys in every walk of life are now doing their fingernails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, gay and
Why
straight.
why not?
I've never done it really. Actually, I don't get enough iron, so my nails generally are a little flaky, so they don't hold up all that well. So I should probably take care of my nutrition before I think about my nails.
Because their toenails are painted purple. Yeah.
Purple. I love purple. Well,
Yes, I love purple.
Oh, way to go, Mark.
Oh, thank you, Mark. Oh, you're very kind. Thank you so much.
You can do purple and orange?
Hey, Lori, I'm so glad to see you.
Mark is so kind.
He is.
Good supporter.
Divergent says that gel, do you mean like gelatin capsules could help to strengthen my nails? You know what?
I used to
also getting enough iron would strengthen
those.
Yeah.
You need to make sure whenever you use hand lotion, rub it into your nails as well.
Yeah.
Like take time to massage your nails with it. Whenever you put lotion on.
I usually don't have to use hand lotion. Sometimes, well, this happened more when I was in colder areas. Sometimes when I have a cold or an allergy or some kind of a respiratory thing going on, I will get eczema on my hands. A lot of peeling skin. Because apparently there's a connection because the respiratory distress takes away all of your immune cells, and then this happens on, at least for me, on my skin. But it hasn't happened in quite some time. So I normally don't have to use hand lotion. I should start using, face stuff, because fewer and fewer people are surprised to learn that I'm over 50. Let us put it that way.
Well, yeah, just look at the John Stamos. Like he's like just now starting to push towards looking closer to his age.
I haven't seen a recent picture of him. He always looked young.
You see pictures from the original Full House?
Like I remember him from Happy Days.
John Stamos?
Wasn't he like Fonzie's younger brother or cousin or something? Or was that somebody else?
That's somebody else.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you compare the intro from Full House and the intro from Fuller House, and you swear there's like five years difference.
Mm.
Full House, yeah.
Hey, Debbie. Anybody else I missed coming in?
But yeah, no, he takes care of his skin, and that's what he says.
Yeah.
His secret is.
Well,
Hollywood stars,
it doesn't benefit us to do any of that kind of conjecture. Because gossip doesn't help anyone. I'm not a big fan of things like People magazine or that sort of thing, but
Nothing wrong with it if he does. I mean,
of course
you
not,
do.
of course not. But it's the gossip that I don't like.
Don't push it in too far.
You may also see a man with a single nail. A polished man campaign to raise awareness about physical and sexual violence against children. I did not know about that, Chris. I did not know about that.
Penn from Penn and Teller.
Oh, Debbie is telling me it was Scott Baio who was on Happy Days. I'm sorry.
I was trying to think who it was, and I couldn't think of who it was, but it was Scott.
It was Scott Baio, yeah. And I'm sorry.
He played in General Hospital too. John.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I remember the heyday of General Hospital.
Yeah.
And some of those not many of the soap operas are still around, but some of them are. Mm-hmm. And you see some of the same actors still there.
Restless. I used to watch that way back when, and my brother was watching it when we went to Gatlinburg, and we were in the same room, and I said, "Is that Victoria and whatever is Vic? Maybe it was Victor and Nikki or whatever." And they still is that them? And he said, "Yeah." Like, oh.
I remember one time I was staying with a friend. I think I was in my 20s. Staying with a friend, and the TV was on in the afternoon, and they had on Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
I was able to give them so much background information about Days of Our Lives. I was surprised myself at how much I knew.
Days of Our Lives is where I got most of my English vocabulary. I always spoke English. My grandmother was Scottish and as stubborn as the stereotype. We lived in a French community, maybe 1% of the population could muddle stuff in English. She refused to learn French. Says if they care enough about me, they will learn English to talk to me.
Spring is leaving us. Glad to have you here. Ruby Watt says Days of Our Lives is still on. I doubt that any of the same actors are on. Do you remember Another World? That's
that's gone.
My mom
long gone.
Yeah.
As the World Turns.
I remember As the World Turns too, but I think when I was very new in New York, the first time I think it was that I went to the Metropolitan Opera to see something, I saw the actress who played Rachel in Another World, and I was amazed, and I didn't want to go up to her as a full-grown adult saying I grew up watching you on TV, because that means you're old. Now I wish I had.
I grew up with you.
Anna Michelle used to watch As the World Turns.
I remember As the World Turns. Deidre Hall. Oh my God. Is Deidre Hall still on Days of Our Lives?
I think she is.
Is that guy who played John? Yeah.
I don't know that part. I don't know. I don't watch it, so I don't know.
But I have not seen it in ages and ages. Oh, is Barbara leaving us too? Bye, Barbara.
And I'm going to go too, David. I hate it, but my stomach's feeling kind of icky again.
Uh-oh. I hope it feels better.
Tummy and sinus, and it may all be all going together. Anyway, I'll be all right. I just need to go medicate.
I have to look. Yeah, take care of yourself.
I love ya. And
bye-bye.
See you Saturday.
Exactly. I cannot wait. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Divergent had a crush on Bo Brady. Oh, didn't we all?
Bo Brady.
We all
What?
did.
Everybody loved Bo Brady.
Yeah.
Oh my God! How could you not?
I can't remember what grade I was in when all that was going on.
Oh wow. AJ, you're not saying much.
Fire engine.
Sorry. Helping out my son.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Fire engine going.
Christian Alfonso is still there? Wow.
Yes, they were still on there too.
Oh my God.
They're his. He can take them. Yes.
I'm gonna go now, and thanks for having me.
Oh well, it's been a pleasure, Leanne. Thank you for coming up. It's been great, and thank you everybody for helping me deal with all the sadness that's going on in our community now. And let's all keep each other posted about what's going on.
Yes. Okay, I'll talk to y'all later.
I also had a crush on Steve Johnson.
Bye.
Bye.
I also had a crush on Steve Johnson.
On who?
Steve Johnson from Days of Our Life, Pat Johnson.
Patch! Oh my God, I remember him. I have to cover my eye.
That's another one. That's another one that was dead and not dead. And
oh God, so many of them were dead, but not dead.
Remember, I don't know if it was an older English lady, but the soap opera was called Passion, and she always had that little boy. I don't know. I can't remember if he was real or it was her.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah.
I used to, at one point I was watching The Bold and the Beautiful.
Yeah.
Also. And I remember there was a scene where a guy was, I think he was like bored in a hotel room, and he picked up the remote control for the TV and he was clicking through channels, and he came upon the musical introduction to The Bold and the Beautiful, and his grimace was awful, and he immediately went on to something else.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I love that kind of little in-joke. Yeah. Do you remember when Robert Clary, or Robert Clary, was on Days of Our Lives? Yeah. He was the French guy from Hogan's Heroes also. Mm-hmm. Hey, mukbangs.
Hey, Zach.
Oh, yeah, Gwenny, I do remember when Wilmington was 919 instead of 910. Oh, wow.
Some things that I remember watching with my mom, like the old cop detective shows, like what's his name? He lived in an old trailer on the beach there.
Oh, that could describe several, but actually, I remember Quincy.
He kept his gun in a cookie jar.
And I remember Petrocelli, but he was in the. I'm sorry, the Rockford Files. Oh yeah, the Rockford Files. Yeah, I grew up on that. I'm Petrocelli and Starsky and Hutch, and what else? And McMillan and Wife. Oh, Rock Hudson. Oh, what a crush I had on him. Hey, Veronica.
Vanacek.
Oh yeah, I remember him. George Peppard, right? Hey, Amanda.
The original Equalizer.
Cannon and Mannix, I remember those as well.
Tom Selleck.
Oh hell yeah! I remember when I was in school. Cagney and Lacey loved that. When I was in school, it was in the in '88. It was. I spent a summer in Austria, and I stayed with a family there. And of course, I was living in Miami at the time. And as soon as you said Miami, they all said Miami Vice, because of course in Germany they didn't have. They didn't understand
the V.
The V. Yeah. Although, if you give them a W, they'll say V, but they don't know what to do with a V because they don't. Well, usually they'll make a V, an F out of a V, but
3, 2, 1, go.
oh, Melissa remembers Beretta, yes, and Columbo. Wow!
Oh my God, Colombo! It's playing here on the Zoomer network. It's the Zoomer network. So,
But in Germany and Austria, they do a lot with dubbing rather than subtitling. Mm-hmm. So I would hear these American TV shows in German with these voices that were so totally incongruous to the voices I knew these actors had. It was so strange. Because, Tom Selleck, even though he's a very tall man, it's not a deep voice that like you would expect a tall man to have.
Yeah.
But when they dubbed that show, the actor they used for his part had a deep voice, and it was very strange to me.
Speaking of dubbing, here's an interesting little bit of trivia. There's a lot of actors, I don't know who else, but there are several actors whose French is so good that they dub themselves in the movies.
Oh, really?
One of them is Jodie Foster.
Huh? Do you know, that doesn't surprise me. I didn't know that, but that doesn't surprise me because she is a brilliant woman.
She grew up in France.
Wow, yeah.
As a teenager, like for several years, and I think she did some of her high school in French.
Not surprising. Yeah. Now, Ruby hates dubbing. She prefers subtitles all the way. It's funny. While I was there in Austria, and I was only there for like 6 weeks, I loved it. It was the best summer of my life.
You can't handle subtitles. I can't pay attention to the movie if I have to read the text.
Yeah. Well, you get used to it. But I got so used to dubbing. But there were some American movies that they just could not dub because of the idiosyncratic humor, the idiomatic language. One of those was a Steve Martin movie, and I can't remember the name of it now, but it was a Steve Martin movie in the mid to late 80s, and so I watched it with subtitles on Austrian TV, and it was brilliant. I learned a lot about German watching subtitles, actually, too.
Yeah, that's what I want to do to learn Spanish, is watch Spanish television with subtitles.
Oh, Diana mentions Kojak. I remember Kojak, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Kojak.
Hey, Ariel Williams. Deb, no, it wasn't Roxanne. It wasn't Three Amigos. Heather, send me anything you want.
Trains, planes, and automobiles?
No.
I love Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Oh my God, that's one of my favorite Steve Martin movies.
I mean, Steve Martin is still with us, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, he has such an amazing canon of work. If you look at his career, I just can't remember what this one was. Oh, Gina, are you leaving us? Bye-bye.
Bye, Gina.
Bye, Gina.
See you, Gina.
But anyway, yeah, Steve Martin, just amazing. There were some amazing entertainment figures in the 70s, 80s, 90s. And it's sad that some of them are no longer with us. Regina is going to take her dogs out. I'll do that for you if you'll just hold my place right here.
Barry Mason, yeah. I was trying to remember the name of Barry Mason.
Barry Mason, yeah. And, Raymond Burr did another series in the 70s It was not meant to be exactly. But I love those things, and looking at them now, they're all very formulaic. There was always some secret that comes out at the end, but you know what? They were good watching.
Oh, Banachek. I just loved Banachek so much.
Mm.
The scams that people pulled to try to get insurance.
And there were some great British ones too. There was a there were several miniseries based on called Prime Suspect with Helen Mirren, and Helen Mirren is one of those British actresses to me who can do no wrong. And she was amazing in Prime Suspect. She was also amazing if you ever saw the movie The Queen. She was amazing as the Queen. But also, there was another one. There were several mystery series that I used to see. I used to actually. Have always been such an Anglophile, and at one point when I was in New York, there was like a city-owned station where I would see Britcoms every Friday night, and then there was a Long Island PBS station where I would see Britcoms every Saturday night, and then on every Sunday night I would see Mystery or Masterpiece Theater, something British, and I'd go to work on Monday morning with an accent.
Yeah, I love, oh my God, Keeping Up Appearances, Are You Being Served, Faulty Towers.
I adore Are You Being Served.
Wine, the Vicar
I love Last of the Summer Wine and Vicar of Dibley. Keeping Up Appearances, I liked, but not at the same level as Are You Being Served.
Oh my God. Mr. Jeffries, Mr. Humphreys.
Mr. Humphreys, are you free? Yes, exactly.
Mr. Humphreys, are you free? You gotta go back home and feed me pussy. I gotta get back home and feed me pussy.
If we have to stay late, some accommodation is going to have to be made for my pussy.
Oh my God,
Mrs. Slocum.
Mrs. Slocum, yeah.
Did you know that I don't believe that any of the cast members of Are You Being Served are still with us. And that is very, very sad.
Oh.
Puppies. Let's see, what other ones? I love
Faulty Towers.
Faulty Towers is good, but again, that was a little bit harsh for me.
Yeah, well, it is, it's Monty Python-ish because it has...
Exactly. I like Monty Python up to a point. I liked Faulty Towers up to a point. I liked Keeping Up Appearances up to a point. I liked...
It's not Bucket.
Absolutely Fabulous up to a point. But not to the same extent that I loved Are You Being Served. I loved early EastEnders. I loved early Coronation Street. Coronation Street was born at about the same time that I was in 1962, and I love watching those old episodes from the 60s. They are amazing.
Yeah.
Diane mentions Mrs. Slocum's hair. Did you know? Oh, I loved Red Dwarf. Did you ever see British Empire? That was a great one. But Mrs. Slocum's hair. Did you know that for the first couple of seasons, they actually dyed her hair every week? They did not have the budget for multicolor wigs. Can you imagine that?
Every week once they went color?
Yeah. Well, it was only the pilot episode that was in black and white, and now you can see it in color. Yeah. when they sold
Florida
it
started
as
multiple
a
episodes in black and white, but maybe. But I still
no,
remember
as
the
far as I
pilot
know.
episode with the elevator getting stuck when they go to the Florida for first time to work together.
Yeah,
I
yeah. The
remember the
elevator was
elevator
always
getting.
getting stuck. That was always a running joke. But actually the pilot episode, it was really only supposed to be a one-off, but because it was in 1972, which I think was when they had the Olympics in Munich and they had that terrorist event, and suddenly there was no television feed from Munich, and they had to scramble um, for something to put on TV. They had this one thing, this one-off episode of Comedy Playhouse, and they shoved it in, and they had a much larger audience than they would have otherwise, and people loved it. And then the BBC says, "Okay, we'll have some of those, but you've got to get rid of the poof." And the producers, the writers and producers said, if there's no poof, there's no show. So they said, well, okay, get on with it then. And then they did 10 seasons.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and from what I understand, the BBC never really thought that highly of it because it was sort of beneath their sophistication level. But, you know, when it was making a ton of money, they didn't mind all that much. So, don't look now, AJ, but there's a child behind you.
Yeah, I know. That's my son.
There was a show in the 80s in French
French and Saunders? French and Saunders? Oh, no, you mean in French.
No, in Quebec, like a Quebec show.
Oh, okay.
And it was about a bar. It took place in a bar, and all the characters thereof of any flavor you can think of. And they had a Mr. Humphreys there. Oh my God. Like,
do you know,
stereotype. Like, it was funny then, but then when I look at it now, it's like,
it only works in the original. And I've heard many people who were involved in the original production say that it worked then because the jokes were old then. You know, it was all old humor. Or as Wendy Richard used to say, it was all self-cleaning jokes. Because, you know, it was all, or what they used to call end of the pier humor, just very broad stuff. They tried to make a U.S. version of Are You Being Served? I did not know I was going to go off on this tangent. But they tried to make a U.S. version of Are You Being Served? Hey, Daryl! And they called it Beans of Boston, about a family-owned department store in Boston. Didn't really work. They tried to make an Australian version with parallel characters, except they had John Inman as Mr. Humphreys there. Didn't really work. Only the original worked. And it stopped working after a while. It kept going for a while after it stopped working, like a lot of sitcoms do, but still. And then they did...
Is there anything other than The Office that was successful, that was a remake from the UK?
Three's Company was a remake of...
Really?
Yeah. I think it was called Man About the House. And Sanford and Son was a remake of a British show called Steptoe and Son. I think even All in the Family was a remake of a British show. I think a lot of Norman Lear's comedy.
Cat might be successful too. I don't know.
Sorry?
Call Me Cat. You know, it did get a second season, so I don't know if that's going to work.
Is that something current?
Yes, it's with Marianne May, like from Big Bang Theory. It's
okay.
It's inspired by Miranda.
Okay. I don't watch TV nowadays, so I have not seen that show.
Apparently, it was pretty successful, but again, yeah, sitcoms and stuff. I don't watch a lot of live TV.
Yeah. I mean, I spend my time watching YouTube, really. or you know, I have watched this like 11 times. Cannot get enough of this.
Only
But,
11 times.
Yeah, only 11 times.
I got
But
something to show you, David.
what's that?
Are you ready?
I'm not sure. Oh my gosh. The DVD trivia game for Coronation Street?
Yep.
I don't know how successful I would be with that because I only know the early years. I only know pretty much the Annie Walker years.
There's the board.
Wow.
And it's
And
never been used. Never
really?
been used. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, they had some amazing writing, some amazing characters, some amazing acting in those early years. I mean, there was one character who was much, much beloved. Her name was Hilda Ogden.
Yes.
Who was very, very working class. The actress herself came from very, very posh background. And so that tells you what kind of an actress she was.
Mm-hmm.
But she was on there for many, many years. And I think that the nation mourned when she left the show. Oh, wow. Gosh. Oh, there's Annie Walker. And there's Bette Lynch, of course. Molly Sugden, who was Mrs. Slocum, was a recurring character on Coronation Street in the early days as she was a competing tavern keeper. And I don't know if it's the same now, but in what they called the license trade, to have a pub like that, you have to be licensed by a brewery, and then you would have only that brewery's different kinds of beers and ales and things, and probably, hard liquor as well, but not as much.
Yeah.
But they had to be licensed by the brewery, and so give me a minute. I will come up with the name of the character that Molly Sugden played. But she and Annie Walker had this kind of combative relationship that was hysterical.
Yeah.
Ruby says that so many of the BBC actors are in a lot of different shows. Yes, that's the thing about the public, the entertainment public in the BBC or in the UK and probably all of Europe. They don't typecast actors as readily as happens here in the US. Maybe it's just the producers here that typecast actors so quickly.
The pool of actors over there is kind of limited because they segregate a lot.
Do you mean racially?
No.
David?
Yes?
National. Don't cry, okay?
Uh-oh.
We're going to mail this to you.
No! No, don't. Don't. Yeah. It's going to cost you a fortune.
We're going to mail this to you.
Oh. I can't believe you.
Don't cry.
Game night with David.
I know David too well. That's why I said don't cry.
Yeah.
Say puppies. See?
That's going to cost you a fortune. Don't do that.
La 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 la.
Oh my gosh. Oh. I can't believe you.
Yeah, it's all, like I said, it's never been used. It's all like everything's here. Theirs are the chips or whatever you use.
Oh my gosh.
Still in the package, and then
Now I'm
you've
going to have
got,
to watch more recent episodes.
like for the board game.
Wow. I
And then it
can't
comes with a dice.
believe.
Comes with a CD.
Oh wow.
Comes with that. Like it's just, and the instruction, the cards, like, yeah, it's all there.
Oh, Veronica's leaving us. Bye-bye, Veronica. Glad to have you here.
Take care, Veronica.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, yes, the British actors are so versatile, and so many of the American actors, they get typecast. I think a lot of that is the industry in the U.S.
What I was saying is that about segregation is more like all the British shows will mostly only hire British actors.
Mm-hmm.
They don't go outside of the Commonwealth, basically.
Oh, Ruby is leaving us too. Bye-bye, Ruby.
Did I happen to get your address, David?
Mine?
Yeah.
My address is in the description of every video that I post. And it's also in my About page.
We'll mail it out tomorrow for you.
Oh, I can't believe you. Oh, God. It's going to cost you a fortune. Don't do that.
La, 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 la.
That is so kind of you. Wow. Then I'll have an unboxing to do. And then I can use my little... I have if any of you saw the reaction video I did to my own performance back from 1995, when I was singing this little ditty called "This Is My Box," I made a very brief clip of that to use for unboxings. So that will probably be my very first unboxing.
Yeah.
This is my box. This is my box. I never travel without my box. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that is so kind of you. I am overwhelmed.
And it actually, and if I remember correctly, it actually came directly from where they broadcasted. Yeah.
It was totally revolutionary in its time because it was written by Northerners. It was acted by Northerners. It was produced by Northerners, meaning the north of England. And when we speak of the south of England, we're talking about London and the surrounding counties where people are considered to be a little more posh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the north is more industrial. So that's why it took off so amazingly in its time. And the characters were so real.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh God, I just love watching those early episodes, and actually all the episodes. I can't believe you. Oh, Debbie Reynolds is leaving us too.
Take care, Deb.
Okay, actually, we've been at it for quite some time now, and it is almost 7:40 here. So, hey, Carrie.
Hey, Carrie.
Hey, Carrie.
So, Carrie, we were started out talking about all the sad news in our community lately, but then we cheered ourselves up.
Yeah, and then I made him cry again.
Well, that's not hard.
No.
That is not hard at all. But so there is. Please, puppies. Yes, puppies. Oh, isn't that cute? Oh my gosh.
Night, Heather.
Oh, Heather's leaving us too. Okay. Okay, Heather, I will look at your email right away, and I will let you know. Heather is one of my trusted testers. Katrina, did I send you a pattern?
I think you did, yeah, through email.
Oh, you need water.
I think so.
Okay, there's one that I seem to have done very poorly and is confusing everyone. Would it be okay if I send you that one as well?
Sure. Yeah, send that.
Okay, I will send it off to you, and I just want you to read it first, and determine if there's anything you don't understand before you even pick up a hook.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, I should probably be signing off too. These things usually go for about an hour and a half. I always love my live streams. I think they're fun. The live streams and the interviews are my two favorite things to do, although I also love the poetry. Don't ever think I don't. And I want you all to watch my poetry, please. It's not, It's like 5 or 10 minutes out of your Sunday. But thank you all. I'm so glad that everybody was here, and thank you all for joining me. And to everybody who is in the chat still,
Don't forget the
thumbs, like, subscribe, comment, share, all the standard YouTube crap, and keep coming back. Thank you so much. Bye-bye now.
Bye, everyone.